Today we'll be talking about something I found on, of course, Facebook. Now we can see Fanhome here. I saw this advertisement for, hey, if you do a subscription for this figure and you buy all the parts, you can assemble them. So let's see what we got inside. So if I open up the box here, without hitting the camera, we can see we have a couple of items in this because I got a little bonus. Take this big old Fanhome box out of the way. We can see we've got some pots here, some more parts, and from this you probably tell what it is. And it is the Infinity Saga Iron Spider. Now this is a build-a-figure. You can see we have an assembly guide here. In Spider-Man at the movie, disagreement. I love it. Disagreement between the Avengers. That's like saying, well, I don't think we should have coffee today. I think we need to do orange juice. No, I think we need to do orange juice later. This is a coffee morning. That is a disagreement. It was a full-on battle. So here we see the world of Spider-Man, the evolution of the suit. So if we look inside here, we get the disagreement between the Avengers. We can see we have Iron Man side over here, which Spider-Man was a part of. Falcon, Ant-Man, all the Captain America team members, and we can see here's what we get for the mask. We get a screwdriver, screws, magnets, and all of these parts, and how to assemble them. And then we get the evolution of the suit. Great, new threads without stabbing my thumb with a needle. Thanks. And we can see the secret of the Iron Spider. And this is how he looked in the comic books, where he had 3 mechanical arms that would come out of his back. And it was red and yellow, more looking like an Iron Man suit, because that suit created it for Spider-Man. And then we have the superior Spider-Man up here with the 4 extra, because it was Dr. Octopus. And then on this side over here, we can see we have the Spider-Verse, very nice looking piece of artwork there. And we can see Stan Lee, the genius behind the mask. But we did get 2 of these, so we can see we've got the other side. And this is the assembly guide for the rest of the head. And we can see we have Spider-Man's origins, and the chameleon, and the old artwork from the 60s. But a very nice looking parts, and we can see we get the rest of the head here. And this is actually the back, whereas the first one is the front. So we can finish off the head doing there, so we can see the final result of the head. And we have power and responsibility, more than just a catchphrase. So we see here the Ultimate Comics, the very first version of this, and we have the where Spider-Man 274, Ben clone comes back, 1985, and then we have some current artwork for Spider-Man. And then kudos for Steve Ditko. And we have that. So we also get this little bit here, and this is a fold out picture of the Iron Spider, what it will look like when it's done. And we can see we do get some interchangeable eyes, and it does have electronics in it. And this is previously unreleased. So will they release it once we get all the pieces and be like McFarlane? Who knows? We'll see, right? So we get some, hey, we've got other products. You need to buy those So this comes out to be a very giant spider, iron spider here, which is basically this right here. So it's a very cool looking thing, and we can see we'll probably get more than just 4, because these do look like they are interchangeable. The arms, probably the legs, and everything else. You'll get assembly parts, and then we have a base as well. So once I get a piece, I will do a little update to this, but it will be a very big piece because the back of the head alone is a couple of inches, right? We can see it. We got all the electronic pieces, the plug-ins, the port for the batteries. So this is going to be a very big Iron Spider when we're all said and done. So without further ado, let's take this number 2, this, and then we also get this little thank you, the Spider-Man version of the Iron Spider, and you can go here, fanhome.com, and manage your subscriptions and everything. So let the journey begin.
Hey, open, damn it, open!
So here we have the headpiece, and all you simply do is just take these parts, separate them from the backing, like so. And you'll see, oh, the back is, oh look, this is what the assembled product should look like, theoretically. So we'll just take this and pull it on out, making sure that none of these pieces fall out while I pull it out and assemble them, which is always nice, right? So we do get the screwdriver with the piece here, and we see that it's missing this. And you see it just comes with that clip. It's very nice for that. So first things first, it says we'll take these parts here. Sorry, I grabbed the wrong one because I have to grab these magnet pieces. And we'll see that the magnet pieces will go in right here. We have 4 of them. So I will take this out real quick and we'll get started. So all you simply do is open them up, pull them out, and each one of these will go in here. Now you'll see that the orientation of the magnet, it actually puts it in the book. It will take the smaller end and it will go in there like so. So you just simply push it in, pop it in, and make sure it sits really good. Like I say, just push it in and it should fit without a problem, right? I say that as I'm sitting here having a problem pushing it in because I just don't want to break it. Because even though it just cost $1.99, I'm pretty sure it would cost a little bit more to do another one. So we'll try the other side, see if I can get it to fit in a little bit better. Oh, this is great. This is great. So we see they just simply just pop on in very nicely like so. And we can do that for all of the magnets. So once you have them, you got to make sure they are flushed in there. You can see there. So once you're got these set, you got to make sure they are flushed in there, because if you don't, they will pop out. They will fit. You just got to take something that's non-plastic, even if it has a screw. These things were flipping around. They are so strong that they were actually flipping around and grabbing that screw. So you got to make sure you have something that is plastic or something like that, so you can push it all the way in and make sure it is secure. And there we go. You can see the outside. We have the smaller bits, fits right in there, snapping in. See there. Now, step 2, it says to grab this, and then we'll just simply take these and put them on. Here, you can see we do have these 2 sections that these will fit in, like so. And you can just clip them on there. Now the thing is, we will be securing these with screws later on. You can see we have the screws here, holes. Let's see if we can grab that part and just set that there. And they may not stay on, that's fine, because we got to go to step 3. Which is basically, we take these and take this part here, which is the top, and we will be putting it on. So we take these, make sure they are on, then take this and fasten it on, and which will hold these 2 other pieces here. Now you see we have a screw there. So we take the screwdriver that is included with the set, and then we take the screws, and then we will screw 3 screws. This one, and this one right there. Okay, now once you have the 3 screws here, we're going to take this part here, and this is a simple placement for right there. And then we'll take the bottom part of the face and put it on. So basically this piece here will just form the bottom, and then we'll have 3 screws here. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, now that we have all those in, you see, yeah, that looks like Spider-Man, right? So in the next part, we're going to take these white sections here and just push them in the back, like so, till they get seated in there. And you'll see you get these little tabs. So you will ensure that they are insulated correctly, like this. This one didn't have a tab, so it just sits in there like so. So there we have a very bright-eyed Spider-Man. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take these parts here. Let me just pull them out, right? If I can. And we're going to insert them into the backs. Take this and then just insulate it in here, like so. Fit it in and leave it on, like so. Very cool. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take this part here, which is basically the cover for it, and you'll notice we have 4 holes in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's another hole that needs to be filled. Special kind of hole. And you just take this and push it in, and you want to have the orientation right. You want to have this part down. Well, the instructions are looking at it like so. So you'll just insert it in and get all these pieces aligned, because you know that's what it should do, right? And then it should hold all of them in like so. And then you just take your screws and screw. Okay, then once you're done with that, simply just take these right here and just clip them on. That's all they do. They have magnets on them, so this should be the easiest thing that you do. So there we are, done with the build 1 of the Spider-Man head. So let's get to part 2. Now the second part opens up and we're actually going to be adding the LEDs on here so you can see them right here. So we take the part from number 1. We have the single LED going in right here. And there will be 2 screws, one there, one there. That actually keeps this in place. Same thing for the other side, except for this one actually has the LED and the power strip. So what we'll go ahead and do is put these on, and then we'll take a look. Okay, now that the LEDs are on, we see we have the single over here and the double over here. Now you want to have the J1 up top and J2 at the bottom. This one will be used for the power. So you have a short cord that you'll just simply attach from one side to the other, and it is designed so you can only put it in one way. So the pins are on the bottom, so you just simply just peg that in, and then it says you want to do a little loop and push it in to get them to where they'll stay, and it's just that easy, like so. Now for the next step, it says to take this actual wire here and plug it into J2 because we will be enclosing this in, and then the battery box will go below this. And so once you have that, you just have the wire, and you have a lot of wire, so it looks like you'll have enough to probably go down into the chest for this. Now the next step is to take the neck and actually put it on. So we'll be taking it, putting it on there, and we'll see it does fit in with that piece that we added on to the bottom of the mouthpiece. We take that, and then we have 2 screws that go on right there. So once you have those on right there, you can see the face we have for the Spider-Man, and we see we have a little bit of room here on this side. It's all the way over here, has a lot more coverage. But as for the next part, we're going to be adding on this extra piece here. So we'll put this aside, and then we'll take this piece, and we're going to actually head on over here and add it on to this part of the Iron Spider, the back of the head. See it there? And we have 2 screws and the ports for them. So we'll just go ahead and screw those in. And then once you have this piece, you're actually going to take them and combine them together like so. And we're going to screw them in here. We have 4 on each side. So we're going to take those and screw those. Screw those guys. Okay, so once you have all of the 8 screws on there, you have a solid headpiece. And like I say, you have this in there. So what I'm going to do is just tuck it in there. That way it doesn't get hurt or anything. But not push it in all the way, because hey, you got to get it out someday. So actually, I just found out that I do have the part that I need for the battery. It is right here. You see it does have 2 connector pieces and an on and off switch. So we will have a place for the battery and a place to test this out. So let's go ahead and get the batteries in and test this out. So I went ahead and hit all the things and got them all hooked up. So let's put the Iron Spider right there. And now everything wants to fall because hey, that's what happens, right? So we'll do this one-handed there, and then you just simply put the battery in, and hey, we have lights. Now there's a switch here. Turn them from red to blue or white. I guess that makes Spidey sense. So it's very cool to see that it works. So let's take that apart again and then start putting the back together. Okay, so for the next part, we're going to take these sections here, and we have these parts here that will go on the inside of the actual Spider Man. So we have these right here, and we have these pieces that will go in. You'll see this is the left and this is the right. So I'm going to take the right and put it with the right. So we have these sections that will clip around and just fit inside the Spider-Man, just like so. And then we're going to just take these pieces and put them like so. You see we get some little clips there, fits in nicely over here. And we have one screw at the top that we will attach. And so once it's on, you'll see it does fit on pretty nicely. We do have this piece here that we can screw on as well. And once you do that, it is solid. That piece is on there. So we're going to take the left side and do the same thing. This piece goes on in here. Just line it up. And then we'll just take it and push it in like so. One screw there, one screw there. And as you can see, looking pretty Spider-Man-ish. So we have two pieces left for the head, and we'll just take these, and they do fit together up the top here like so. And then we'll go ahead and screw these, and then we'll put these parts in here and then screw them at the bottom. All right, then the last part, when you get this all done, all said and done, you just simply take this piece. You'll just have a little clip there, so you'll want to just fit it in just right. You can see we've got a little bit of clearance, so we just take it and snap it into place. Then take the last screw and screw it on in. And we are done with the head. Very cool looking Spider-Man head. And once again, just take this and turn it on. Get that effect. I definitely am digging this. Now the head itself is coming in right at 6.5 inches tall. So this is a very tall head. So if his head is 6.5 inches, just imagine what the rest of him will be. This will be a massive build, that is for sure. So until next time, remember, like, subscribe, and geek.